Welcome to Overtime with Nasty and Riggs. We're back in the studio and very happy to be here finally. Want to touch on a little bit of Flyers hockey, but first, Riggs, how are you feeling after last night's game at Hollydale versus Corona?
Feeling pretty good. Lower back's a little tight. Hammy's a little tight, but big win and couple snipes.
Couple snipes.
And I think you probably pulled them from the old live barn. But
oh, yeah. We'll have to show the people that Tuck coming in. 2 of them, unbelievable shots with the Tovey.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But yeah, it was good to get back in the win column finally.
Yeah, I know a couple tough bounces, a couple tough losses the last few. And
but it was a good time.
Yep, good to be back on the wins, man.
Yeah. And burying a couple, man. You had a few goals this week. Good grief.
Hot sauces.
Alumni.
Yeah. Feeling it, man. Flow state, you know.
Oh, my God. The flow state, the CBD flow. A little bit about the Flyers last week. Good and bad. But this week coming up, 2 really tough back-to-back games in Florida.
Oh, man. Yeah. They got their work cut out for them for sure. You know, they lost the OT to Tampa, so it'll be a good opportunity to get some revenge on the road. Greasy road win. But, yeah, they got their hands full, no question. Florida's obviously a good team. And then going into Friday, playing Carolina, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of yourself here, but 3 serious games. But, you know, good teams find ways to win games, especially when they're a little bit banged up, losing Kevin Hayes there again. I think he's on the road, but I don't think he's going to play these next couple. But that's obviously a loss. Obviously, Ellis is out still, which is a huge loss. So maybe they're going to potentially bring someone up from the Phantoms. I know Morgan Frost is firing at all cylinders down there.
Yeah,
I think he's got 14 points in his last 12 games or something. I think 15 points in 16 games this year. So he's lighting it up. Who knows? But they're going to have to bring someone on the road, I'm sure, for an extra body.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about, you know, the lack of goal scoring lately. Started off like gangbusters, but I think why not get Frosty up? A lot of people are talking about it. If you've got the cap space and everything, I mean, let's get him in the lineup. The kid's skilled.
Absolutely.
You know, he proved that when he first was came up his first few games. But why don't we bring in our scout for Nasty Knuckles, Neil Little, and see what he has to say. All right, let's welcome in our good friend of the show and our insider for Nasty Knuckles, our scout. He's all buckled in, so everyone buckle up. Mr. Neil Little, thanks for joining us today, brother. First of all, I have to ask you about the first shift of the Flyers alumni game where my partner took a sick dish from Big Brash, number 87, and he put it top cheese, bro. And the pad stack was there. You promised.
I couldn't believe it.
You
couldn't believe it. I was feeling good, too.
Yeah, you looked good until the puck went in and out of the net.
Good. Muscles are good.
Good technique on the 2-pad stack.
Let me break it down for you.
Let's hear
I
it.
see Riles flying down the wing, catches it perfectly, and I'm like, okay. Well, let me do a little pokerisky so he stays to the outside. And I'll do a little pad stackaroo for him because there's no way he's going to know that's coming.
You promised me for one.
Well, yeah. And how did I know that his head was going to be up and he could roof it under heat?
His head was up.
All I could say is, I just looked at it like, for Rizzle? Like, that just happened?
That's exactly what was going through my head, too. I couldn't believe it. Settled down a little saucer from Brash there. I had no idea how crispy that was.
Yeah.
In and out, and it was funny because I wasn't able to make the game. Elvis had practice, and my phone starts blowing up in my pocket, and I got like 5 messages, 5 videos of Riggs burying. And the funny thing was, my one buddy said, "Oh, Riles just buried on Eshy," and I'm like, "Oh, let me look." So I watched the video. I'm like, "Bro, that's Neil Little in the pad stack. You cannot confuse Eshy and Litz with the pad stack."
No, you can't.
But anyway. It seemed like a great night. Riles loved it. What'd you think of it?
I had a great time, actually. I was a little nervous about I haven't seen my gear in 5 years. There's that in there. But, two different guys. His body is perfection. Mine is a little bit slightly south of good. Pretty good. And I had fun. And Riles is flying. A couple guys were really going by Riles. He looked like he could step back into the old number 32 and just roll.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah.
$1.85.
Let's.
Yeah, the up dog was buzzing around. I heard.
Oh yeah.
Loops,
Uppy.
the younger
Hartsey.
guys, Hartsey, Bird Dog,
Danny B.
They're fine.
But it was a great night, man, and it was awesome to see Homer and Rick Tocchet going to the Hall of Fame, man. So deserving. Wish there could have been done at a little different time, so there's more people to appreciate it. But it was still a great night, and you guys did a great job. I saw a lot of highlights of the games. But we want to get into a little Flyers hockey real quick before we got to let you go. I know you're busy, strapped into the truck there. You look like you're working real hard
Extra
today.
secure too.
Extra secure.
safe.
Hey. Gotta work, man. Dollar bills.
Dollar bills, yo.
Yeah.
So the Flyers' last 3 games. I know you're scouting, and what's your take on the team right now?
Well, if I look at like the big picture, they're probably right about where we imagined them to be, like right in the middle. Kind of some ups and some downs, not real consistent in any one area of the ice. So, and where they sit in the standings, I think that if you wanted to call it early, that's probably where they sit now. Obviously, they're missing a couple key guys, Ellis being the biggest one. So, I mean, if he's going to play 25 minutes a night, you probably have a couple more wins.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're not taking as much heat. So, a couple more wins, they'd be sitting, a little better position, a little more confidence. But with this team, you're going to expect some ups and downs, and you just got to kind of ride it out. And my early projection was they're going to be a bubble playoff team, so they'll be coming down the stretch, scratching and clawing to make the playoffs, and that's where they're sitting right now.
The recent news of Kevin Hayes' injury, we don't really know the status right now. That certainly doesn't help. I think he came back a little early from the be hurt. I don't know exactly what it is. I can't act like I know. But Ellis is huge, like you said. So I don't think any of that helps. I think Carter's game's been amazing. He's really, I feel like he's really dialed in right now. I don't know how much you've been able to watch him, but being a goaltender, what are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's got his A game going, and that's what they need. If he didn't have his A game going, there'd be a lot more question marks. But yeah, Carter's playing great. And Hazy, that's a big loss too, because he really fills out that. He sets the lines really. So he almost sets that second line so you can move guys into the right slot. Right now, it's kind of a mishmash. I mean, I saw JVR up on the top line. They're kind of trying to piece the puzzle together, and they don't have all the pieces. So,
yep.
When a guy like that can play 16 to 18 minutes a night in a top 6 role, when you take that piece out, it's tough to plug, and especially when you're not getting any offense from the back end, from your bottom 6 group. There's very little offense coming. So now you're relying on PP and you're relying on those top 2 lines, and when you take some of those pieces out, now it's an uphill battle. So you need your goalie to play really well, and you need your D to buckle down, and there's just a couple holes right now that they have to fill. Yeah,
no, for sure. Be interesting how it plays out. Obviously, when you're missing some of your go-to guys, you gotta get some secondary scoring. Some other guys got to step up, but like you said, the bottom 6 isn't contributing a whole lot, and just got to find ways to score some goals. There's obviously good teams. They got a serious stretch here. The next next 3 games, some tough games, and just going to find ways.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's probably not going to be the prettiest hockey to watch, because when you're missing key pieces like that, now you got to double down on your D.
Yep.
So it kind of makes for a defensive kind of grinded out effort. Right now, you're just trying to find points.
Yeah.
So it might not be the most exciting hockey ever, but win's a win. So
yeah,
anyway,
exactly
you can
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Find ways to play away from your net and get pucks in behind the D and just wear them down, especially on the road here if there's the next 2.
Let's
Power play struggling.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Power play struggling, and you're not getting any secondary scoring. You gotta ramp up the D. Just try to win that one. Yeah.
And Litz and Riley as well. You both obviously played. Sometimes it's a good thing to get on the road when things aren't going that great.
Yep.
You play a simpler game. We've talked about this before. Maybe that's going to help, but it's a tough stretch coming up here for the boys. But sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's easier to play a road style game. It's not like you said, Neil. It's not pretty, but a win's a win, and that's what matters in the end. When we get down to the last few games, so be interesting.
Well, yeah, it'll certainly test some character because going on the road it's never easy. But often you get to gel a little bit. You get to everybody's pulling the same rope. Everybody's kind of together. So
Yeah.
In that regard, it's a positive. But it doesn't get any easier when you're on the road. So there'll be a little bit of a character test, a little gut check, and hopefully the boys can amp it up, get some wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Hope so.
Right on, Litz. Well, I know you got to get going. You got the 12:30 meeting.
I didn't know Delilah's opened at 12:30, Neil. No? Great steak in there.
I haven't seen the inside of that place in about 25 years, boys.
Oh, boy. All right.
Great dinner specials.
Yeah, great dinner specials. We appreciate you joining us, brother, for a little insight. Our main man, Neil Little, the
Yeah.
Nasty Knuckles Insider Scout.
Thanks, brother.
All right, hey, good to see you, boys.
You too.
Keep it rocking.
All right, brother.
See you later.
All right,
Bye-bye.
later.
So, Riggs, what's up with that sick Flyers Nation tee you got going
This
on?
whole thing?
Yeah.
Man, these are freshly made. You put them together, Nast.
Yeah,
I mean,
love
these
it.
are
Love it.
looking good. We're doing a giveaway. Flyers Nation on Twitter. Check it out. Check us out on Twitter. And we're giving away not just a T-shirt, but tickets to Friday's game, 3:30 start against Carolina. Come join Nasty and I at the Flyers game this Friday.
Oh, can't wait.
So check out the giveaway on Twitter with Flyers Nation, of course, and should be a good time, man. Looking
Yeah.
back to getting back to the barn there and spending some time with some fans.
Heck yeah, I can't wait. And we'll have some other Flyers Nation merch up on the site
Absolutely.
this week. So
yeah.
that's a sharp looking shirt. I think I'm
Hell of
gonna
a job, Nast.
Yeah,
great
thanks.
design. Thanks to our boy Tyler Tenari for upgrading the Flyers Nation logo.
Exactly. It looks sharp. Very sharp.
Yeah, I love the design, and
I'm rocking mine for sure.
well, of course you are. Of course you are.
Sweet. So
And what else we got, Nast?
Well, we got the Fans of Philly trip coming up to Arizona.
Oh man,
with
look
Nasty
out!
Knuckles. Cannot wait to get with our friends there December 11th.
Look out!
It's going to be quite the weekend, Riggs. We're there Friday to Monday.
I know.
I'm going to be dragging you out. You know it.
Oh, I know you are.
These guys like
Can't
to
wait to-
party. I think you saw some of the dancing that went on last
Oh,
week
at
in
the
Denver.
Eagles game there. Oh,
Yeah. You're going to bring your dancing shoes, bro.
I
'cause
better.
I'm going to have you up on
I get
tables.
showing up.
And I can't wait
Oh,
for
man.
people to see the moves you have.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm more excited for the dance off or the nice weather there in Arizona,
Oh, my
man.
God. You
It'd
going
be
to
nice
get your
to-
tan on?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, I can't
You?
wait.
You get the frosty
I
tips
got
flowing?
the Speedsy. Bringing the Speedo.
Oh, you
Oh,
are.
no, I'm not.
Hair's flowing too nicely.
Oh, I mean, it's just like, I'm probably going to cut it soon.
No, I
But
don't think so.
I
You
think
keep the
you need a
frosty
little
tips flowing.
cut.
No,
Little cut.
growing this thing out.
Okay.
This thing is going long
It's-
distance.
It's wet. It's probably down halfway down your back with those curls.
Not quite.
It's
but
probably
it's getting there.
longer.
It's getting there.
No, you're gonna have to put in a ponytail in
Soon.
Arizona with that heat.
Oh, I know.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But
I
yeah,
hear you.
fans of Philly, our boys, our girls, cannot wait to get on the road with them. Cannot wait.
All right, man. Well, that's a wrap.
That's a
OT
wrap for OT. Thanks for joining us.
next week.
We'll have
See
another
you
OT.